Hey everyone, Hurricane Liz here, and in this video, we've got a live cop on hand. Now remember, those of you guys that don't know what that means, you need to watch the video, but you're gonna see as I attempt to snag these Bieber Crocs live, and I'm also gonna show you alongside with my good buddy Kevin, some of the hot deals that we are looking for on Prime Day. Remember, it's Prime Day, and the beautiful thing about this Prime Day is that guess what? It's happening at all the big box retailers, including Walmart, Target, and Best Buy. So now it's multiplied. Not only is it Amazon, but everyone is getting in on the action, even me, and you guys will get to see that and also hopefully get in on the action too. Now, I'm fired up about Prime Day. I don't know about you guys. Hopefully you're fired up for Prime Day. Let's see me cop these and a heck of a lot more. So let's do this. What is up, guys and girls? Hurricane Liz here with our very first ever reseller wrap. I don't know what we're going to call it yet, but I'm here with my co-host, Kevin, who, as you guys know, is the guy that's out there getting a ton of deals. And what I'm showing you guys right now, before I say hi to Kevin, is we are attempting to get a live cop. So what does that mean? Again, no, there's not a police. The police are not in my house. I didn't go that crazy last night. I know I have a very crazy reputation for partying and partying hard, but what I'm trying to do is get a pair of these Justin Bieber Crocs. Now, Kevin, I know that you and I have talked countless hours about these Crocs. Last week or a couple weeks back, they released, I believe it was maybe their first ever celebrity collaboration with Bad Bunny, and those Crocs really sold out. And let me see, I just got a message here, Kevin. I think we see like a live cop. It's
Nice.
telling you to hang tight, that they're trying to match some Crocs for me personally, and I feel like this almost might mean I might get a W. Might not. I might get a big fat L, but we'll see what happens anyway. But Kevin, how do you feel about these Crocs? I know that you mentioned, it was like a low-key mention that you would rock these Crocs. You thought they were super sexy. You thought that they were the thing to do. And I told you, I admitted to you that I wasn't even going to rock these things even if they were slippers. I would not even wear these in my house.
You know, I mean, I hate to admit it on sort of like live, public internet form, but I think Crocs are, low key kind of fire.
Yeah, and I mean, the Biebs is wearing them too. So the Biebs is promoting these Crocs, as is Bad Bunny. Let's take a look at how the Bad Bunny Crocs did on eBay. So I'm going to head on over to eBay and show you guys how these sold. Now, keep in mind that these, when you buy them from the store, they are around $70 according to Kevin. And last time that they actually came out, he tried to cop these. So we're going to look at Bad Bunny Crocs that have sold. And what you're going to see is I apparently spelled this wrong. I put Baby Bunny. That's certainly not a Bad Bunny. That is not a Bad Bunny. Baby bunnies are not bad. So here we go. Bad Bunny Crocs, $60. And as you can see right this moment, they are selling for $310, $280, $200. They glow in the dark. And I would never put these out for a bid, but these are buy it now ones. This dude, Kevin, got 3 pairs. That's actually 2, 4, 5 pairs of Bad Bunny Crocs. Wow. I'm pretty jealous about that. I'm like, wow, that's a lot of money. But these things sell like crazy. And now we've got these with the Biebs. So get your credit cards out next time. Make sure you sign up for this list so that you can be alerted anytime there's more celebrity Croc collaborations. Kevin, do you see them doing this now more regularly since there's been quite a bit of success? I mean, a lot of celebrities have gotten into the shoe game, like Travis Scott's, you always have to get in line for them. But there's more and more celebrities that are releasing collaborations of some type of actual clothing or piece of item that comes out day to day. Even Jeffree Star has got his own cosmetics, which come out with a drop system, a lot like what Supreme uses every single week.
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like Crocs really has like a cult following. I think it first started because it was so, it was so comfortable. And then there's just something like really jarring about seeing someone wearing Crocs. It's like this new like trend in fashion. I think they call it like brutalism or something, right? Where it just looks so bad that it looks good, if that makes sense.
Yeah, brutally. So, I would never wear these things.
And so when you pair it with like, someone of a celebrity status, Justin Bieber, Bad Bunny, and it's released in very limited quantities. I mean, that's just a recipe for a huge like reselling opportunity. So I personally am a huge fan of that. For those that are not so drawn to the aesthetics of it, it's just a good moneymaker at the end of the day.
Right, absolutely. And you'll notice that right now I've been paused, so we'll see what ends up happening. But let's get into another couple of great deals. And I forgot to mention this to everybody, but today is Prime Day. So happy Prime Day to everyone. And let me say the most exciting thing, and Kevin and I were discussing this because I accidentally did not hit record last time. So the reason it looks like we're so rehearsed is we had a practice already. And the truth is that not only is Amazon doing this Prime Day thing, but Walmart, Target, and Best Buy are in on the action. So if at any point Prime Day has been exciting, it should be this year for you all. So there's a ton of deals out there. Start looking, start checking to see what things sell for on eBay. And I'll show you a couple other examples here of things that are dropping, that have dropped today. So far, this Thrustmaster flight stick, which normally sells around the $64 mark. Right here, it's priced as $13.49. I don't know how much of that is BS or how much of that Walmart just wants to hype us up, but these things usually retail for about between $170 and $220, and even pre-owned, they can sell as much as they sell brand spanking new. So keep an eye out for anything that's flight simulated. And again, I kind of view these things and I think like, damn, this shit is dangerous. This is exactly what the terrorists used to bring down the 9/11 towers. But Kevin, why is it that people are so crazy about this? I know you're a diehard gamer. You had to practice hundreds and hundreds of hours of Mario Tennis in order to beat our friend Daniel at Mario Tennis, and you did it. And I almost beat you on my first try ever playing tennis. Any comments about either one of those statements that I just made?
Yeah, I mean, I am a high key Mario Tennis Pro, so if anyone wants to challenge me, I'll drop my username in the comments. But I personally don't know why people are obsessed with these like flight simulations. Again, I think it's also like a cult following, right? I think Flight Simulator back then was just such a huge game that it drew a lot of diehard fans. And when you have diehard fans and you come out with like a product like this. And it's gaming, it's getting closer to the holidays. It's, again, just a recipe for success to be able to sell something at a pretty good markup.
Right, absolutely. So flight simulator stuff is fire out there. Let's look at some other things that sell extremely well and literally deliver fire to us. This is these Amazon's Basics outdoor patio heater with wheels. So I know you've had a ton of success with these, Kevin. I don't want to say a ton, but you were offered a crazy, insane deal via text. And I know you've actually copped a couple of these and now you flipped a few, but any color, any style, it doesn't just have to be Amazon Basics. Tell us a little bit more about your experience selling these as I check to make sure I haven't won these Bieber Crocs yet. I'm starting to feel a little lucky.
Yeah. Yeah. I think one of the hottest products come this winter season is definitely going to be these patio heaters. Obviously with the unfortunate situation with COVID, you can't have indoor dining. This is definitely something that I see a lot of restaurants will probably go out there and buy. Just people in general, right? Like if you have a nice patio, you have a backyard, you want to invite friends over. You don't want them to be inside the house, in case there's a bug running around. So patio heaters are definitely, I think, are going to be the hottest products come this 2020 Q4. Liz, you mentioned this insane deal that I had. I recently actually bought two of these. I was able to buy two of these patio heaters, and I just listed them locally. I posted it on Craigslist, and every time I post my listing on Craigslist, I usually like to put like a burner phone number on there. A few days ago, I actually got a pretty insane text. I had someone offering to purchase 12 of them. Unfortunately, I didn't have 12, but it just shows you that the demand for this is insane right now, right? And I think, we were having this discussion. This was probably someone sort of like a restaurateur, right? Someone at least in the hospitality industry. He was offering to purchase them around $270 to $300 a pop. And, if you're buying one of these, retail price for these shipped to your house is about $200. So, you can do the quick math there. That's about $100 flip right there.
Yeah, and these things are available in a lot of colors, so don't be shy. They're all selling. I've particularly seen this baby blue one selling like crazy. I think it's called Bahama Blue. And there we have Bahama Blue. That one's selling extremely well. So if you manage to see any of these, just snag them right up. Like this one is actually in stock October 27th. Check that out. So I would probably stock up on this one if I'm in a cold area of the actual country. Like seriously, I would not buy these if I'm not like Miami. I'm never going to sell this thing ever. It's going to sit there. It's going to collect dust. But you're going to see that the majority of these are currently unavailable. But if I poke around here, this one's 170, which is too high. This Bahama Blue is available for 141, which is excellent. It's an excellent price. And there's one other one here for 149. So Havana Bronze also sells extremely well. So if you're anywhere in those parts of the country, these are wide available for you to actually buy. So let's talk about the last one. I'm still waiting in this line. It doesn't look like I'm going to win these Crocs. Very disappointed. It's not like I was going to wear them around the house, but I was certainly going to sell them in the house. And let's take a look at this last one, which Kevin is down on this one and I'm thumbs up on this one. And I'll kind of explain some of my reasoning right now. I still have a tremendous amount of stock of Nintendo Switches, but I'm now stocking up on this one because come Christmas time, I'm telling you, in 1 month, these things are going to shoot from 300 to 500. When they originally came out, they were selling for 550 a pair, a set, or one of them. And I think that they're going to end up at about that price come around Christmas. It could be even higher. But Kevin, tell us why you're down on these for now.
Yeah, Animal Crossing obviously is probably like one of the hottest games when quarantine started, right? Nintendo Switches are definitely one of the hottest gaming consoles. I just think there's just too much inventory right now. I personally have inventory, not of the Animal Crossing ones, but just a few of the regular blue-red Nintendo Switches that I'm just stocking for sort of like come holiday seasons. I definitely think it's going to start trending upwards towards holiday seasons, but at the same time, it's also going to be competing against the Xbox. It's also going to be competing against like the PS5. So, never underestimate the power of the American holiday consumer or the American parent consumer. But I just think there's other opportunities out there.
Yeah, absolutely. So if you got extra money laying around, I would certainly invest in this. But if you don't, then look at some of these other things. Now, Kevin, let's go ahead and switch to you and see what you have, because I kind of just finished everything that I had now. And let's add your actual screen share here now. All right, you are live.
Awesome. So yeah, today I just wanted to, I have a couple of web pages queued up that I just wanted to briefly go over and give you some thoughts about some of these purchases and some of the deals I'm seeing. The first one is a mechanical keyboard. If you don't know, these are those keyboards that some people might find annoying that are really clicky. But if you see the list price right here, it's $199. Prime is $178. But then Prime Day deal, your price at checkout is $114.99. Now this is a pretty good deal. I think 35-40% off for a high end. Corsair is a pretty good brand. Look at the reviews, 3,000 4.5-star reviews. Right, this is a pretty good personal cop if you're into this kind of stuff. And I definitely think you might be able to flip this for sort of like a few extra bucks here locally, or listing it on eBay. So again, this is just an idea of Prime Day deal is what you should be looking out for, and what's considered a good deal, right?
Kevin, did you cop this?
What was that?
Did you cop that?
This one?
The keyboard.
I did not, but I know a lot of my friends are in sort of like the gaming community. They love these mechanical keyboards.
Awesome, because I was just picturing you in my head typing on your keyboard and wearing your Justin Bieber Crocs.
Oh man. Second item, Los Angeles Lakers championship team trading cards. If you see this, before we dive into it, just want to give a quick shout out to the Los Angeles Lakers. Congratulations on winning the 2020 NBA championship. For those you don't know, I actually grew up in Los Angeles. I'm a diehard Laker fan. I've been actually watching the Lakers. I don't even think you know this, Liz. I've actually been watching the Lakers before they even had Kobe. RIP. But I've been a Laker fan for like 20 plus years. So wow. Shout out to the Lakers. Congrats on that. Yeah, these, if you can see here, are currently unavailable. Last purchase October 11th. So purchased these 2 days ago, right when the Lakers won that same night, right? So the reason I wanted to bring this up is that I just wanted to show you guys, these are the different ideas of how do you capitalize on trends. Obviously, the Los Angeles Lakers winning, it's a very recent, event, buying this to capitalize on the trend. And secondly, I think these retail, I think I purchased them for about $30 retail. And if you look here on eBay, this is just some of the listing prices, $56, $54. Someone's lowballing here, right? But it's selling for about $50, right? So another reason I want to show this is that I wanted to give you guys sort of an array of products. Like, you don't have to have hundreds and hundreds of dollars to invest in inventory and product. Like, you could purchase this and just start flipping it. And this is a little, Liz, I think you dubbed this lunch money, right? This is just some lunch money for you to go out there and get. And, this is a great flip if you're just starting out and you want to sort of like build up sort of like your funds to make larger and larger purchases.
Right. And I think I was talking in the last recording, Kevin, I was asking you if this was also a personal cop, because I figured in my head that you were going to be copying this so you could trade these like people trade Pokemon cards, since you're such a diehard Lakers fan.
Absolutely. This is I definitely should have bought two, but they were pretty limited. But yeah, Lakers, go Lakers. This is again just a good product for you to make a quick flip on, and it'll help you if you're just sort of like getting your finances in alignment. Third product I want to show you guys. I actually purchased this October 7th. I purchased this for retail. Which is, again, about $217 shipped to my door with tax and everything. If you look at this, third-party resellers, how much they're charging, $417, $499, $440, right? These are they're going for like double. I've been listing these locally for sale, so I think I can get about roughly about $320 to about $375 if you're just flipping it for retail. If you're buying it for retail and you're just selling it locally, this is definitely a good product come Q4 again as the weather gets colder. This is just a great flip, and this is these are things that our monitors will be able to pick up on and that we've curated, right? Last product I want to show you guys was a Prime Day sale, right? So if you see this is a Samsung 32-inch G5 gaming monitor. Pretty good reviews, not that many, but pretty decent. I think it does fairly decently well. But I want to show you guys what it's actually sold for in the past few days, right? So this is sold on October 3rd. It's the Samsung 32-inch G5, same exact monitor, right? Sold for $500. If you look at the trending prices, $587, right? This is definitely a flip that you can do to make a quick $100 here, right? So I'll sort of like break down the sort of like the fees and sort of like what you're looking at. So when you're purchasing this product, depending on where you are in the state, right, it could be your tax probably shipped to your door is probably around $330, right? Listing it for $500, you're probably paying about $50 in terms of like eBay, PayPal fees. Shipping is probably going to be about $30 to $45 depending on where you're shipping it. This right here, you're definitely making like an $80 to $100 quick profit right here. And I think, Liz, what you're saying is when it comes closer to the holidays, these things are just going to go up in price. And Prime Day isn't forever, right? We're gonna see these prices definitely go up.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we saw one instance of this selling a few months back for $750. So I predict it's going to go to at or around $750 or higher. And as I said before, we're going to have to buy gifts for our friends, our relatives, people we like, people we don't like. And so this is going to be one of those actual gifts, especially when a lot of us are sitting at home at such a high rate. Like more and more people are on their computer, they're on their monitor, they're watching their TV, they're doing all sorts of crazy stuff like that. And that's absolutely going to be one of the best gifts. And let's go ahead and jump over to my screen because I want to show you guys. I've still got some more information about what's going on here with these Crocs. I got another. All right, so check this out. Now I've got another mystery message, and this is what often happens when you're in line for some of these. It says the release has not begun, but once it's for sale, I'll be assigned a random spot in line. Well, I thought this whole time I was waiting in line. So a lot of times this can be frustrating, but I'm going to sit, I'm going to hang tight because I've waited in the Jeffree Star line for as long as an hour and a half, and I copped all sorts of
nice
makeup. So I got all sorts of shit from that store. So I'm going to hang tight and see what ends up happening with this. But other than that, I hope you enjoyed me and Kevin's Happy Prime Day video. And I hope this encourages a lot of you guys to get out there. We have a group that is launching very, very soon where you guys will be able to get these deals live. I'm not sure if you noticed, but while Kevin was actually broadcasting his screen, he got a notification up in the upper right-hand corner notifying him that one of these tremendous deals was ready to go. So I will give you guys this much of a warning before you do get in the group. Do not just randomly and mindlessly buy all the shit that's popping up. You want to first check and make sure that it's doing well on eBay before you make the decision to purchase anything. I don't want to get blamed, because I will say this much: the deals come fast, they come furious, and there's dozens and dozens, possibly even in the hundreds per day, especially leading up to Christmas. But now more than ever is one of the most exciting times. And who could tell that 10 years ago, I was driving around in a pickup truck, wasting a lot of money on gas, trying to find products going from big box retailer to big box retailer. Who would ever know that I could, in 10 years later, just get a notification that tells me, hey, Walmart has this shit for this price. Do you want to buy it? Click and go, right? It's exciting times. Wouldn't you agree, Kevin?
Absolutely. And yeah, just hopefully you guys saw today, it really doesn't matter like where you're starting in terms of like your finances, right? We're going to be curating a pretty broad selection of products so that regardless of, how much money you have, definitely there's profit to be made for sort of all sort of
absolutely.
financial
And again, let me know in the comments below how much you like this. Let me know if you would rather prefer to see us live and then take some of the questions throughout the actual show. But other than that, put your questions and comments below. I always personally answer them, and I look forward, and I know Kevin looks forward on behalf of Kevin and myself, look forward to seeing you guys next time. Peace out. I'm going to go get my Bieber Crocs. Kevin, what size do you wear? So if I cop these bitches, I will ship them out to you so you can take a picture with them on.
In Crocs, size 10.
See that? I just proved it. I tricked him, and we know exactly what size that bitch wears. He wants these. Personal cop. All right, guys. Peace out.